What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. Looking for blockers. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. So West Virginia's offense takes the field for the first time today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them.
Right down the boulevard. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hilton. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, 2 set of downs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Fox. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes one man miss. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Runs through the tackle. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got his man quickly. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hamilton. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Caught close to the marker. It's Hamilton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw on third. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Finds his man. Ball's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Moving out of the pocket. Looking down the left side. And he's got it at the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. The play action fake. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's loose down the middle. He's inside the 40. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Here we go. Slams ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Sweet cut there. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Looking downfield on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he's got it inside the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball?
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He'll take a shot. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown Bears!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They want that clock to run. Ball carried by the running back. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Got a man. It's Hamilton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. They're going to make it that easy for us.
Here's a heat. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Turns it on at midfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tie tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they